name is David Hayes. I'm running for City Council at large seat D. And it's a little bit about myself. I grew up in a Christian household. My parents were both in the military. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina, while my dad was in the Navy. And after that, we actually moved to Knoxville, Tennessee. So I lived in Carnes for a few years in the early 90s when I was just a little toddler. And my dad went to school and graduated from the East Tennessee School of Preaching out there in Carnes Church of Christ. And then we moved to East Tennessee. And then my parents started a ministry called Inner City Ministries. Now this ministry is really intentional about making sure all sorts of people came together. You know, whether you're black, white, poor, whatever. So you can have a rich person sitting right next to somebody on the pew who was homeless and hadn't had a shower in months or like weeks, right? That was the kind of church we cultivated, right? And it opened my mind from a young age, just seeing the challenges. Because we never had our own building. We always had to be in other people's buildings, you know. So there was a time when we got kicked out. Because the building said there was essentially too many young black people running around and they didn't want to have us in their building. You know? So I was experiencing all these things as a kid, but I understood the power of love. I understood the power of what it means to have a conversation with somebody, look them in the eye, and say that you love them, you care about them. Right? And these sort of values have stayed with me throughout my whole life. So I've been an activist in the community organizing for the past number of years in Knoxville, and most recently I helped start a group called the City Council Movement. With the goal of creating a majority on our city council that's actually going to be listening to our people. So I just want to be very frank. You know, I'm not somebody who wants to be elected to just do things the same old. I'm not someone who wants to be elected for things to continue to be the way they are. I want to be able to transform this city. But what do I mean by transformation in this city? What do I want? Our platform, our goal, everything we say, everything we centered around is saying Knoxville for all. Knoxville is to work for all communities and not just the people. Right? So when we look at the economy, we want to make sure our economy is working for everybody, right? We want to make sure that like local businesses and small businesses, Knoxville residents who want to start enterprises are supported, right? We want to make sure that people have that we have democracy throughout our city, right? And that's a big thing too. Right, when it comes to the recode, when it comes to the budget, and when it comes to all these city processes, I don't view them as democratic. You know, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be about making sure people who agree with you have a voice. You should be making sure everybody has a voice, right? So when we see processes like recode, right, we're not just. I want to see a city to where we're not just making broad changes, right, and having community meetings that no one goes to, and having all these things that no one knows about, and just passing through. I want to make sure that something affects your neighborhood, if something affects your community, you have a direct say in that. You have a budget process that's almost half the year that the community is not engaged in. We can engage the community in those processes, right? And we can actually have funds that people can directly vote on. Right, so like I said, I don't want to just continue the status quo. Me and my opponent, I hope y'all look us both up and look at the pros and cons, because we are two totally separate, different people. You know, my opponent is more of the establishment. You know, like her name is Janet Testament. So y'all might be the Kyle Testament and like not family, right? She's essentially saying to continue doing things the same the way it's always been. Regardless if it's a Republican or Democrat, the city council's role is essentially been the same for a few years. Just rubber stamp whatever the mayor says, right? I'm saying that we're going to change that. There's no longer, if you're a mayor, that you put something on the agenda, it's just going to pass without scrutiny. That's no longer going to happen. We're going to make sure we actually look at everything and make sure that people who are affected have a voice, and make sure our policies are working the best for everybody. And also, I'm really committed to accountability. You know, we all pay tax dollars. This government is accountable to us, every single department. Right? Whether that be the community development department, finance department, police department, all these departments deserve to have the oversight and accountability, and be accountable to us, the community. Right? So I am committed to seeing that throughout the whole government. Right? So not only making sure it's more democratic, but making sure that we're accountable to people. Right? So yeah, I'll stop there. And then you asked a question about the family, so I do have I'll say that I have a partner, and I have a 1.5-year-old. 1.5-year-old baby, so that's a blessing in my life. I have to say, like, you never know how much you can love somebody until you have a young one. I know I had no idea. Yep. So yeah, my partner, she works at the University of Tennessee. She's a doctor over there. So yes, any other questions y'all have, I would love to answer them. And nothing is off limits. So any questions?
Go ahead, Wanda.
I've just been glad to hear you say that it's not going to be just what the mayor wants and everybody just votes for it. That's what I'm looking for in voting this year. But we've not had that. So whatever the mayor wanted. They voted they voted against us.
She's talking about, one is talking about the Pond Gap, where they voted for the apartment complex.
Oh, yes.
Actually,
I remember that.
Ours voted against us.
And I remember
We
that.
voted in.
I was there at that meeting, and I'm somebody, I want to see more affordable housing, right? But when you have a situation in the city where, since they prioritize affordable housing so little, that whenever developers like, yo, here, we got a spot right here, the city just jumps on it, and it doesn't matter what the local community says. So to me,
That's exactly
you know, to me, like, what the community says and what the community needs has to have just as much, if not more say and more weight than what the mayor wants.
anybody else?
I have a question that's kind of a hard question or difficult. So on Facebook, I had some feed come across my listing, and it was a video of you being arrested. And I couldn't tell what happened. I'd like to hear from your word of mouth personally what that was about.
Because that's definitely a video. If you just see a clip, you can think all sorts of things. So like I said, I've been very engaged in the community for the past few years, especially with the homeless community. And so I'm really, especially when I'm downtown, I'm really trying to look out, make sure people are doing all right. So whenever I see a police officer interact with a homeless person, I just make sure to take note and just to look and see, make sure everything's okay. So this was an evening a few years ago where there was a man who I perceived to be homeless. He was drunk and intoxicated. This is like downtown at whatever hour at night, and he was. He did not be in control of his facilities, right? And so people ended up eventually calling the police, and the police came, and it was unsure whether or not he was going to be helped and taken to the hospital, or whether he was going to be arrested. Because there's lots of homeless folks who are just like taking up and taken down, and arrested and like brutalized. The reality is just really terrifying in some instances. So I was just there making sure just checking up. So I asked the officer what's your badge number and all these things, and the officer just wasn't working with me. Like the policy is, if a resident of Knoxville, somebody in the community asks you for the badge number, you have to say it, right? So they weren't doing any of that. I was frustrated, just being honest, that they weren't giving information. I just wanted to make sure the person was okay. But I still, overall, it was still chill and everything. And I walked away from them saying, because I couldn't get any information, when I walked away from them, they both jumped on top of me and arrested me that night. And it was actually scary. I actually prayed for my life for a second. You have a cop pressing you against a vehicle, and you're just trying to be compliant as much as you can. And they're saying, stop resisting. Like, it's a very intense situation. So I felt honestly lucky to come out of it okay. But yeah, so I went and I went through court and everything, and once we got to court, it was clear that I didn't know wrong. I was not in the wrong at all. The cops had actually proved me wrong, and it was obvious that their intentions in arresting me were wrong in the first place. So I was clear of everything. But yeah, and I appreciate you asking that, because I do want to go ahead and make sure everybody knows what's up, and I didn't just get put in jail for aggravated assault and all that. No, my name was cleared, everything is gone, and I'm still here.
What's supposed to be your main objective? What do you feel about education?
Education is so important. So as we know, the city, we have county schools, right? So they're under the budget of the county. It's not under the city. But I think the city should take a larger step and a larger role in education. So with the community schools program, after schools program, the city helps fund some of that. So prioritizing that. And also youth programs and educational opportunities for young people outside of the school. So more after school programs and summer programs. To me, that's crucial. And especially when we talk about building a tax base and reducing poverty, education is a big part of that. Especially when we talk about we want to make sure employers have good employees and workers to choose from in Knoxville. The education is good. It's starting out very young. So that's a part of it.
Anything else? All right.